Welcome to our channel. Today we're discussing how the quote by Marcus Aurelius that says, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe," can be used in our lives. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel. James had always lived life in the fast lane. As a successful businessman in his mid-30s, he found himself embedded in the very fabric of the bustling city. Every morning, he navigated the dense maze of skyscrapers, each building towering and teeming with life. His existence was dictated by a relentless rhythm of beeping notifications, blaring horns, flashing screens, urgent meetings, and looming deadlines. It was a symphony of sounds and sights, but not always the pleasant kind. This day, in particular, the weight of the world seemed to rest on James's shoulders. With a phone glued to his ear, he barked instructions, his voice threading the fine line between frustration and desperation. "I said I needed that report yesterday, and where's the update on the Miller account? Look, I can't talk now." He sighed, darting through the throngs of pedestrians, his every step heavy with impatience. His preoccupied pace and distracted demeanor saw him collide with Mrs. Lee, an older woman whose aura contrasted starkly with her surroundings. As her bag tumbled, it spilled a tale on the pavement. A worn-out journal filled with handwritten notes, pens, a flask filled with a fragrant tea, and a beautifully aged photograph of a garden, an oasis of serenity juxtaposed against the urban sprawl. James, slightly embarrassed, began gathering the spilled items. "I'm terribly sorry. It's just one of those days," he muttered, offering a sheepish grin. Mrs. Lee gently retrieved the photograph, her fingers delicately tracing its edges. "You know, sometimes the universe nudges us to pause. Its rhythm isn't the frenzied beat we often dance to. It's an age-old symphony of harmony, but we're often too busy to truly hear it." James, his curiosity piqued, gazed at the photograph. "Your garden?" he asked, drawn to the calm it exuded. Nodding, Mrs. Lee's eyes twinkled. "Indeed, a piece of solace in this sprawling city. People often search far and wide for peace, but harmony isn't about escaping or evading. It's about recognizing the melody even amidst the cacophony. It's everywhere, if only we listen." They found a quaint cafe nearby, its ambiance a stark difference from the city's hustle. Over cups of aromatic tea, she posed a question. "Have you ever read Marcus Aurelius?" James shook his head, so she continued. "He once said, 'He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe.' My garden, my books, they were more than just hobbies. They were reminders of that philosophy." Mrs. Lee's tales spanned continents and decades, of wars and peace, love and loss. And with each story, James felt the city's clamor melt away, replaced by a symphonic tranquility. He realized that Mrs. Lee's wisdom wasn't just in her words, but in her being. As dusk painted the city in hues of amber and gold, they parted ways, leaving James with a heart lighter than it had been in years. He returned home, but instead of diving into the monotonous routine, he paused. Looking out at the vast city expanse, he listened. What had previously been a wall of noise was now a harmonious blend of individual notes, each adding to the city's unique melody. He remembered Marcus Aurelius and found profound truth in the ancient words. For harmony wasn't just an external quest, it was an inner journey. By evening's end, James had started his own exploration, seeking the symphony within.